states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The LSU Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. The Bayou Bengals flexed on their boot rivals the last time these two men won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. You talk to a lot of LSU fans and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas.
There he goes! Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a game, you know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will get the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Heaves it deep. He's got an open man. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And how about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Back to pass, it's Penny. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big Golden Boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy is the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Going over the top. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the left. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring in for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going with the ground game left. Quick spin on the ride.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Carter. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for in that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're quickly in a 10-point hole, trailing 17-7 and needing to put together a drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Out of the shotgun on third down. quick strike complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll give it to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks the tackle. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way across the 4. Mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the are just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Trying play action. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Penny. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And more importantly, we've got an early barn burner as both teams have come out firing, as you'll see on the stats. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Find space on the right. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years, and with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon of joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver U. This guy is really good.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got enough space. Touchdown, LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Oh, my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. The give to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the move, he fires. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Look, look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4.
Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Gets the back moving. They go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. The sneak scores it.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Makes the catch. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands, it's Winton. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. LSU quick to the line. Motion from the back. The play action fake. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to have everybody on the same page.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Slips away. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the air, it's Penny. Gets it out fast. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Going for the goal line. And he's going to score. Touchdown LSU! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Using his feet. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one. You're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Off play action. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to escape and get it himself. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Makes it past the marker. Lowers those pads. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight.
Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Irvin. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, easy. For the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Might be calling a hot route. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Now on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball comes to rest right there.
This punter is such a weapon. Because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Back to throw, it's Penny. Unloads to the wideout. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Hauls it in. Busts through behind his pad. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Penny. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he makes the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.